My mind was just so brainwashed. And I said, okay.
I believe this person. That's why I fell for her.
This person doesn't even exist. This person wasn't a real person.
And it's my daughter's voice, and Bree says, "Mom," and she's crying and sobbing. And she goes, "Mom, I messed up."
Really only need seconds of a voice sample to get pretty close to someone's real voice.
Artificial intelligence is a powerful tool, but in the wrong hands, it can be the world's most dangerous weapon. But unfortunately, people are already using AI to break the law in terrible ways, from manipulating election to impersonating your loved ones. These are the worst crimes committed with AI, ranked from the least to the most disturbing on Digital Detective. It's definitely one that needed a little bit more research because AI crimes are still pretty new. However, let's uncover the hidden crimes that could impact your safety, your identity, and even your freedom. Our first AI crime is deeply personal. It went beyond breaking the law. It broke someone's heart. In love with Elon. Romance scams are a huge problem on the internet. In 2022, about 70,000 people reported falling for romance scams, losing about $1.3 billion. Now imagine how much worse romance scams could be if criminals started using AI. Well, they already are. In July 2023, a woman in South Korea received a friend request on Instagram. To her surprise, it was from none other than the Elon Musk. This woman was a huge fan of Elon. She even read his biography. So this friend request might not be actually from him. After all, why would the richest man in the world suddenly reach out to her? But then she thought, what if it was real? What if she ignored it and missed the chance to be friend with one of the most successful men to have ever lived? For most of us, it's pretty easy to tell if an Instagram account is real or fake. But she was an older woman who was not good with social media, so she took the risk and accepted Elon Musk's friend request. They started chatting right away. She wanted to know if this Elon was real or just a scammer. She asked a ton of questions and demanded proof, but Elon had an answer for everything. To assure her that he was the real Elon Musk, he sent her a photo of his ID card. But it was no ordinary ID card. It was a citizen of Mars ID. The card showed his ID number on Mars, which was 1, and it indicated that his place of birth is Earth. Sending that card to prove his identity was crazy, but it kind of fits Elon's quirky personality. After all, he's launching rocket to send people to Mars. As they continued chatting on Instagram, Elon told her about his work, how he traveled in a private helicopter, and where he planned to build new Tesla factories. He also shared details about his family life, saving things like the kids go to SpaceX every weekend. Almost everything Elon told her matched what was reported in the news. Little by little, her doubts melted away, but she still had one burning question: why did Elon Musk want to talk to her specifically? She asked, and Elon had the perfect answer. He said he liked to randomly reach out to his fan. This Elon was very smart and charming, and she could not help but like him more and more. Then Elon took it a step further. He suggested a video call. This was the ultimate test. If she saw his face on a video call, she would be assured he was the real Elon. The video call happened, and there he was, Elon Musk himself. She watched as his lips moved, hearing his wife and seeing his geeky mannerism in real time. But something amazing happened during that call. Elon Musk told her he loved her. The richest man in the world, a tech genius, was in love with her. It felt like a fairy tale, and Elon had a gift for her. He wanted to make her rich. Elon told her about a private investment opportunity that was guaranteed to quadruple her money. Apparently, that same investment helped make him a billionaire. Now, because he loved her, he wanted her to be rich too. He told her, I am happy that my fans will become healthy through me. Elon convinced her to send $50,000 to a Korean bank account. He claimed the account belonged to one of his employees in Korea. She transferred the money thinking she was about to start a new life with a billionaire, but it never happened. After she sent the $50,000, Elon Musk vanished. He stopped responding to her messages and her money was gone. That's when she realized it was a huge scam. The Elon Musk she had been talking to was not the real Elon. But how could be fake if she spoke to him on a video call? The answer is deepfakes. Deepfake technology is now so advanced that you can have a video call using someone else's face and voice in real time. Later, the heartbroken woman went on a South Korea TV show to share her story and warn others. With deepfake romance scams becoming more common, finding love online has never been this risky, especially for the older generation. The worst crimes are the one that involves parents and kids. In the next chapter, you will see how some twisted criminals are using AI to destroy families. My daughter is in danger. No one knows more about AI voice cloning than Jennifer DiStefano. She is not a tech expert or a scientist, she's just a regular mom. But while most people have only heard about the dangers of AI voice cloning, Jennifer experienced it in a way she will never forget.
Criminals are taking advantage. Here's how AI is transforming online crimes.
In April 2023, Jennifer DiStefano got a call from an unknown number. When she answered, she heard her daughter be crying and saying, "Mom, I messed up." Before Jennifer could respond, a man voice got in. He sounded mean and said, "Listen, listen, here, I have got your daughter. This is how it's going to go down. You call the police, you call anybody, I am going to have my way with her and drop her off in Mexico. While the man was talking, Jennifer could still hear her daughter sobbing in the background. The kidnapper demanded a ransom of $1 million to release Bree. Like any parent, Jennifer would have paid anything to save her child, but she did not have that kind of money. When she told the kidnapper she could not pay, he instantly reduced the ransom to $50,000. That's a 95% drop. He insisted he did not want the money wired. He would pick it up himself. The kidnapper hung up to give Jennifer time to get the money. But instead of gathering the cash, Jennifer did the one thing he told her not to do. She called the cops. However, Jennifer did not have a reason to be worried. In fact, she did not even need to bother the cops because her daughter was never in danger. The voice was a perfect AI-generated clone. After making a few calls, Jennifer realized that her daughter was safe. If she sent the money, she would have been yet another victim of AI voice cloning scam. Jennifer's story caught the attention of her local news station and she shared her news with reporters. She explained, "It all just seemed so real. I never doubted for 1 second that it was her. That's the freaky part that really got me to my core. Even the crying on the call was perfect. It was exactly how her daughter would have cried." Luckily, Jennifer did not lose any money, but the next couple was not so lucky. An elderly couple in Canada got a call from someone who sounded exactly like their son. Their son said he was in jail for being involved in a fatal car accident. Then he passed the phone to a lawyer who told him to send $21,000 for legal fees to get their son out of jail. Terrified and desperate to have the couple send the money through Bitcoin as instructed, but it was all a scam. They discovered the truth later that night when the real Saul called them.
Look like a fool, I feel like a fool, but I don't care.
AI voice cloning scams are scary because criminals only need 3 seconds of someone's voice to make a clone. They can easily get that from a YouTube clip, a podcast, or even a social media post. So it seems like they are not going to stop anytime soon. The next AI crime was not just illegal, it ruined the reputation of many women. Horrible deepfake content.
This is crazy. It kind of pissed me off.
It's not every day that the police show up at a school especially to arrest a teenager. But in June 2024, that's what happened in Melbourne, Australia. In front of stern classmates and teachers, the police put handcuffs on a student involved in one of the most disgusting AI crimes, inappropriate deepfake content. The boy was accused of using deepfake AI to create explicit photos with the faces of 50 classmates. Parents who saw the photo described them as incredibly graphic. In this case, the school stopped the deepfake photos from spreading online. But not everyone is that lucky. Take Jodi for example. Her face was attached to so many explicit deepfakes that people started to think that she was an adult star. Actually, what happened to Jodi might be one of the worst cases of deepfake content. Jodi was in her mid-20s when her deepfake nightmare began. In May 2020, she got a message from a friend saying that someone was sharing her picture on Twitter and writing captions that suggesting she was a hooker.
But the captions alongside her photos say that Jodi wants to earn some extra money during lockdown, selling.
Jodi checked the Twitter account that was pretending to be her and he realized that the photos were taken from her Instagram page. That Twitter page also had photos taken from her friend Daisy's Instagram page. Jodi and Daisy were determined to find out who was doing this. Since Jodi's Instagram was private, they figured the person who stole the photos must be one of Jodi's Instagram followers. The two friends then made a list of all the men who followed both of them on social media.
Jodi and Daisy go through a list of 50 men who follow them both, narrowing it down. One person sticks out to them. Jodi's ex-boyfriend.
Everyone who followed Jodi was either a trusted friend or family member. The only person who might want to embarrass her was her ex. Enraged, Jodi decided to confront him. She accused her ex-boyfriend of stealing her photos and posting them on a creepy Twitter account. But he swore he was not responsible. Jodi could not get him to confess, but she still believed it was him, so he blocked him. On Instagram, blocking him meant he would not be able to see or download her Instagram photos anymore. For a while, the creepy Twitter account stopped posting her photos and she thought it was all over, but she was wrong. A few months later, Jodi received a strange email from an unknown sender. The subject line made her skip a beat. It read, "Someone is posting photos of you online. Sorry to remain anonymous," the email read. "But I saw this guy was posting photos of you on creepy subreddits. I know this must be really scary." The email also said that someone was asking if anyone could create deepfake adult content with Jodi's picture. In return for deepfake of Jodi's, the person promised to share more personal photos of her. Jodi was horrified, but worse news followed 6 weeks later. The same emailer got in touch again, this time about the deepfakes. The mysterious emailer included a link so Jodi could see her photos being used for a fake adult content. But there was also a huge warning.
Huge trigger warning, because they contain lewd photoshopped images of you.
When she clicked the link, it opened a page filled with images of her doing intimate things. But none of it was real. Her face had been digitally added to someone else's bodies. But that was not the worst part. She realized the photos being used in the deepfake were from her recent Instagram post. Jodi knew her ex could not be behind it because he did not have access to her new photos. She blamed the wrong person. But if it was not him, then who? Which of her Instagram follower was trying to turn her pictures into this type of content? As she flipped through the deepfakes, one photo caught her eye. This was not a photo she posted online. It was not anywhere on her social media. In fact, there was only one person apart from her who had this photo. It was a picture of her with King's College in the background, and she shared this photo with only one person. Man in the photo with her best friend Alex Wall.
I knew that it had been cropped and that the person who was cropped out was my best friend Alex.
Jodi was stunned. She would known Alex since they were teenagers. He was a loyal friend and someone Jodi could count on. But it was clear Alex betrayed her. She reported Alex to the police and he was arrested. Investigators found out that Alex downloaded images of 50 women and asked for their faces to be put on the bodies of women doing intimate tasks. He then posted these fake images on adult websites. Alex's sentence was 20 weeks in prison, suspended for 2 years, and he had to pay each victim £100. Right now, inappropriate deepfake content make up 98% of all the deepfake videos online. Also, 1 in every 3 deepfake tools allows users to create deepfake images of anyone they want. The good news is that countries are making laws to stop the rise of this content. Like in October 2023, the UK made it a criminal offense to share inappropriate deepfake content.
It was her talking to me, and it was going in and out, and all I could get was, hey, my Facebook's been hacked.
The crime we have discussed today, guys, paint a grim picture, but there's hope. Solutions exist. Government must enforce stricter regulation on AI development and deployment, while tech companies also have to prioritize ethics over profits. As individuals, we need to stay informed, question what we see online, and demand transparency from those who build and use this system. Protect yourself by practicing good digital hygiene, use strong password, verify sources before sharing the information, and think twice before clicking on unknown links. Educate your loved one about the crimes and report suspicious activities. Awareness is not just a key, it's the shield. And speaking of awareness, have you ever wondered how much our obsession with social media is rewiring our brains? Beside other platforms, how only YouTube is getting only 1 billion hour watch time daily? Where our storage brain meant to handle this much information that we're receiving daily? I have explored the topic in depth in another video. Click the link and discover how to reclaim your focus and mental health. Don't miss it. If this video helped you understand the hidden dangers of the tech crime, share this video to help others stay safe. Let's fight digital crime together, one step at a time. Love you guys. Peace.